Hello friends, good to see you all on another video. Today we are going to discuss about KPO under GST. Knowledge process outsourcing. Definitely a big challenging business model. Surely requires sufficient knowledge to handle both ends. Primarily this was introduced in India for serving the foreign clients. Slowly internally it is developed also. I can visualize this for the past 30 years it has developed in India. Generally, the knowledge process outsourcing comes under the category 9983. That is the primary area where the SAC qualifies for the same. In case it is IT design and development, it comes under 998314. These are the two major SAC codes whereby it attracts. Primarily, it was introduced only to serve IT and IT development design areas, and slowly it was expanded to all the other areas like non-core fields like accounting, all other areas it is expanded. The biggest issue was, I am repeating the words was, because intermediary service was the qualification for certain KPOs and it was taxed earlier. Luckily in the current budget it was removed, but yet to receive the notification. That is one biggest advantage of this. However, back office services were already removed from the taxation purview earlier also. Circular 159/15 of 2021 made it very clear. So they need to go with the section 16 of the GST Act. Of course, for all the services they can claim input tax credit also comfortably. For the IT software, IT hardware related to all the IT sector, they can always take it comfortably. They may also provide certain other services to their employees, staff welfare, cab services, etc. All those things they may not be eligible for this unless otherwise it is mandated. Suppose if they have women employees whom their night services of cab for pickup drop all required, in that case it is called mandatory services, whereby it is required they can take the credit. Otherwise generally anything related to employees, staff welfare, etc. they are not eligible to take any credit. Suppose if they have the parent company in the other country and the branch office in India, still it is called as a distinct person. That also need to be looked at. Even in India they have multiple branches like parent in one state, branches in other state also. They need to be treated as distinct person. All the transaction between them need to be taxed accordingly. Even separate registration, everything is separate. First of all, it is must for them to take a registration. Technically 20 lakhs is for the services. For some other state it is 10 lakhs turnover for the states. But actually to have the status they need to be in market, so they will have the registration irrespective of the turnover. This is one important point which we need to note. Very important thing most of the KPOs forget is Rule 46 invoice. Their invoice need to be under the Rule 46 exactly. If they miss that one, yes, they are in trouble. Please note this. There are certain areas like professional and other technical services that needs to be covered under the KPO. So that requires a big challenge. They also need to classify it perfectly under the GST, SAC codes. Generally, by and large, the KPOs are charged under 18% GST, that is 9% CGST, 9% GST or 18% IGST. In case of export, it is zero rated sales, provided they need to execute a letter of undertaking. LUT need to be executed properly. There should be a continuity also. Nothing should be missed. Foreign inward remittance certificate is also vital. Today, many countries deal with INR. So, if they transfer the money value for that transaction in INR, then they need to go for an advice from the bank. With that, they can prove that there is a foreign inward remittance. This need to be watched carefully. This need to be addressed properly. In all the cases, they may not get FIRC. In some cases, they will get FIRA. The difficulty part of it is they may have to work with the inter-units properly to serve the clients. In those cases, they will always forget that there need to be billing need to be happening across the inter-units. If that is not going to happen, then that will definitely put into the audit trials. Normally the refund in case of the KPOs, it is they always make a complaint that there is a delay in getting the refund. They are not getting the refunds on time. Probably they need to look at the documentation clearly to make their life so easier. So one biggest problem they may have is the documentation with regard to refund. Invoice timing is also vital. 30 days time is there for the invoice, that they need to prove that they have raised it within 30 days time. This is a vital area where most of the KPOs fail to do. By and large, what we can see, KPOs definitely they have intermediaries, they have issues earlier, but luckily this budget escalates it. Luckily it will be removed. ITC accumulation, refund delay is also one big challenge they have, but they need to face it obviously. Related party transaction between parent and child, all those things will also happen. They need to watch it carefully. They cannot book the expenses across. They are in trouble in that case. They have to watch doubly carefully. Operational and administration cost. They have multiple operations in multiple states, have to have an office, system, etc. Not everything covered at one place. All those things will happen. So additional cost, additional expenses, additional recruitment of peoples, retaining the peoples, all those things are big challenge they have. In 2026, their validations are tightened. The transactions are watched in AI mode. So they need to be doubly careful. I know you will have a lot of questions with regard to the KPO operations and the GST complaints over it. You are most welcome to contact us. We are here to help you by clarifying all your doubts in this regard. Like our channel, subscribe our channel, click the bell icon. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you very much.